Hey guys, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about something business related. And this is very important. So if you have a Facebook account and you use that Facebook account, like I've recommended for people to do, and just like I do, to kind of run your business, there's something going around that if you're not aware of it, you need to be, because I've had a lot of people calling me, some people that don't have a lot of knowledge about internet stuff. And that is the intended victim for this scam that's going around that could destroy what little bit of a small business that you have made already by taking your Facebook page hostage. And, with my background working internet crimes, being on task force for internet crimes and stuff like that, I kind of feel like I need to share some information with you, just some precautions to take and ways to go about making sure that there's nothing to any kind of messages you get, but making sure your account is secure at the same time. All right, so some of you may have already got a message from these folks. I don't know how many of them out there, and they're probably in some country overseas, non-extradition. It's going to be almost impossible to ever get your money back or your account back. I've had to try to help a few people over the years and friends to try to recover their accounts from Facebook, and Facebook's not very that's not high on their priority of things to do. If you get locked out of your account, it is an act of Congress to try to get them to help you with something. Literally, it's an act of Congress. So you do not want to be a victim of this, because not only will you lose access to your account and being able to run your small business, but they could use that account then to reach out to your customers and your friends or your family who trust that page and victimize them using kind of that shell, kind of a wolf in sheep's clothing type thing, to where it's the scammer, but the person that's receiving the message from them thinks it's you. And I've had some really close friends lately that have called me. Some called me before they clicked the link, and some waited until it was too late. And I feel a responsibility with my knowledge, my background, and you guys out there, me trying to help you promote your business, to make sure that you don't become a victim of this. So I'm going to drop you down to the screen. I'm going to show you some examples and kind of talk you through what's going on here. All right, so this is the message that I keep getting. It is basically going to be set up. It's going to be coming from. This one is a very, very, very poor fraud. Okay, they didn't use a meta icon, or they didn't name the page properly. I mean, this is a very, very weak fraud. But if you look, the general consensus is always going to be the same. They're going to threaten you, which is this right here. This is the threat. Your Facebook page is scheduled for permanent deletion due to a post that has infringed upon our trademark rights. We have reached this decision after thorough review in accordance with our intellectual property protection policies. Okay, there's usually 2 or 3 big components to these phishing emails, or these little a lot of people call them scams, but it's technically phishing. And what this is this is the bait. This is the thing that they're going to use to try to scare you into clicking this link down here without thinking. Because once they get you into a panic mode, because you're going to lose your business, and this is a big deal especially for us that do a lot of internet commerce and stuff like that. That's a big deal if you lose your page, especially if it's all you got. So they're going to scare you with this to get that immediate reaction response and try to get your adrenaline flowing, so you're like, oh no, I need to do whatever I can to stop this. Then they're going to offer you a way out, which is, if you believe this to be a misunderstanding, we kindly request that you file a complaint seeking the reinstatement of your page prior to its removal from Facebook. And you're like, okay, all right, I'm going to file this request as quick as I can because I don't want my business to be interrupted. And then you click that link. Well, the first big giveaway, guys, is, see this URL right here? The first thing is, if this guy was worth his salt, he would have at least made it look like it was a legitimate Facebook link, but it's not. You can see this linkup.top/Facebook user support page. They have created a web page at this address, and I am not clicking it because it could be one of 2 or 3 different things. More than likely, from the people that I've talked to and from cases I've worked in the past, this is going to take you to a page that looks like a legitimate Facebook login. And you're going to be like, oh, well, I got to log into Facebook before I can file this complaint. That makes sense. I mean, Facebook's the one that sent it to me, according to this down here. When you click that link, this is where the wolf in sheep clothing is going to come into play. You're going to think that you're trying to log into Facebook. And so you're going to put your username and your password in there, and you're going to hit log in. When you do, nothing's going to happen. All you have done is you have just populated your information onto probably, if I were guessing how they're doing it, some type of spreadsheet or comma separated values sheet, and you have just joined the ranks of people who these folks now have their username and login password for Facebook. Now, if you're one of the fortunate ones that has had the foresight to go and set up dual authentication to where if a new device tries to access your account, it sends you a text message or an email or some other means before it just allows you in with a username and password, you're probably safe. Because when they do try to log in using your username and password, that dual authentication it's not going to just take the password. It's going to take that other means, whether it be by email, text message, phone call, whatever, however you got it set up. You're going to just start getting these random messages saying, are you trying to log into Facebook? If this is you, click yes and stuff like that. If you start seeing that and you're not logged into Facebook, I recommend you immediately go to a computer that you're used to using or a device, go into your account and change your Facebook password then. Because what that means is somebody has actually gotten your username and password, and the system, the only thing keeping them out is that they haven't got that code that it sends. So this is one example of one of those ones that are coming around. I got two today, like back to back. You can see this is 9:23 a.m. Basically the same thing. They did kind of stretch out a little bit and get like a little help desk icon, which, I guess that helps. Just basically the same scenario. Your Facebook page is scheduled to be permanent deletion due to a post that has violated our trademark rights. We have reached this decision after a thorough review. They're getting this stuff from the same place because, trust me, most of the time these things are full of grammatical errors because English is typically not their native language. But this one's actually pretty well written. Same thing. Here's the fear right here. This is the hook that's going to get you to do whatever it is they want you to do. Then this is the possible means of escape that they're going to offer you. And this is the link. And it's that same link up .top, help page users, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, and then they're going to, just to make sure that you're going to click this link, we understand that this situation may affect your ongoing business operations. And see, that's what scares me is they're targeting small businesses that are trying to start up on Facebook. And a lot of you guys follow the channel. A lot of you guys do this type of thing. And, let's face it, not everybody is computer savvy. I've had some people that I thought were pretty computer savvy get caught with this and get their pages held hostage. And it's heartbreaking, especially when all it took was just not to click the link. So then you're going to see, basically feel free to contact us. And this is them basically, again, trying to legitimize the fact that you click this link for Facebook, which is not true. Here's another one I got. Got this one at 9:23. Same exact message. So, guys, that is a big deal for us little small businesses out there. I hope if this only prevents one person from losing access to their Facebook page and destroying their hopes of building a business through Facebook, or especially if it's one of you folks that are, let's say you're retired and you've built a small business on Facebook and you've come to depend on that to make ends meet, this would be a big deal. This would be just devastating. And I promise you, I have tried through criminal cases. I've done it through just people getting scammed. I've tried to help people over and over and over. Facebook is not going to give you priority. They're not going to, it'll be a long drawn out process if you ever got it back, but I would be highly skeptical to say that you ever would. So please take precautions. First precaution, never, ever, ever, ever click a link in an unsolicited email, regardless of what it is. If it's from your bank, go to a login location that you have used before that you know for sure is that login. Go there, log in. If there's anything going on with your account, most every website, web portal, whether it's Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, you're going to get a little pop-up inside that application that says, hey, there's something that needs your attention. If you have an issue like this, chances are your account's going to be suspended, and you're going to know it, and you're going to be able to log into Facebook. Even though your page is not visible, you'll be able to access stuff from the inside. So never fall for this. Never click these links. There's always other possibilities that, they could be doing this for ransom, to where they take your page, they get your login information, they change your password to something that they know, and now you can't get in it. And then they say, oh, we'll sell it back to you. Go get $5,000 worth of credit cards from the local Walmart or from the local Walgreens. Send me the numbers and I'll give you your password back. Guess what? They're not going to do it. They're just going to keep asking for more and more and more and more until you finally just get mad and quit because you've lost so much money. This is not a game that you want to play. So the best way to make sure that this doesn't happen to you guys is prevention. Prevent this kind of stuff. This goes for your bank information. This goes for anything you do on the internet is subject to these phishing emails or scams. A lot of people just call them scams, but technically this is a phishing email. And the reason it's kind of like fishing is because they basically dangle the bait out in front of you and they try to get you to bite the hook. And when you bite the hook is when you click that link. Now, sometimes that link may be a file that they want you to download that could take over your computer and lock you out of it. Sometimes it's going to redirect you to an artificial portal where they can trap your username and password, which is probably what's going on with this one, but I'm not clicking it. So guys, just spread the word, get the word out on this, because the makerspace is full of small businesses that are started by, a lot of the times, it's retirees that may or may not be very computer savvy. And it would break my heart to see somebody who had worked so hard to build themselves a small business on Facebook to lose it to one of these, this is PG, so we're just not going to say what they are, but to one of these guys. These are some of the lowest form of life on earth, in my opinion, because they are going to mostly be taking advantage of the older folks that just don't understand. And I've had people that know my background that have been messaging me, some of you makers that are out there. And so I just wanted to get on here, make a quick little video that can be shared. I know it ain't got nothing to do with lasers or woodworking. Technically, it does have to do with woodworking businesses on Facebook. But share the video. Make sure everybody understands the risk that involved with this. And if this is something that you think there's a need for the community, then I'll do whatever I can to help out. Like I said, I do have many, many years of experience of dealing with victims of these type crimes. And if that's something you guys want, we might can start another playlist. So let me know. But in the meantime, pay attention to this stuff, guys, because they are really, really desperate for people to click those links. But until next time, guys, be safe as always, and have a good day.